Hey, what's going on, guys out there on the internet? Welcome to the video. This is going to be just a candid conversation about how to sell on eBay as a business, as well as I'm going to share with you some important things you have to know when it comes to actually just building a business on the internet in general. So you're going to want to pay attention, and just to get the ball rolling, to help save you a lot of stress, anxiety, and frustration, having done this personally myself, having sold things on eBay as a business. And I'll tell you, there's different approaches you could take. There's a lot of different approaches. Some of you may know this already, and you're well aware because you do sell on eBay. And it really comes down to making sure that you're making a profit, looking at the overhead of what you're selling, alright, and then looking at how many customers you're going to need to actually not just cover the costs of the products and services that you're offering on eBay, but to actually cover that and then in turn, have a profit. So for example, for the sake of this video, to build a business, alright, you have to have something that you're offering, a high quality product, something that meets a demand in the marketplace. So for the example in this video, we'll say health and wellness, like Garcinia pill, alright. So Garcinia is well known to help people shred fat or whatever, and I'm not too technical on the scientific terms of what it actually does, but I know it does help people lose weight. So let's say, for example, this pill helps people lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Well, let's say that this pill costs you, if you buy it wholesale, alright, from a wholesaler, it costs you $5 a bottle, alright. Well, you would buy a large quantity of those $5 pill bottles, let's say like 100, so you're talking like, 100 of those, that'd be $500, okay, that you spent, if you're following me here, $5 a pill, 100 pill bottles, alright, that you bought wholesale in bulk, and then you're offering that on eBay, okay, and you're selling that for, $10. Well, your profit in between there, you got to keep in mind, minus processing fees from PayPal, minus shipping and handling fees, you're looking at maybe roughly $3, alright, depending on what the processing fees are going to be, and that's going to be your profit in between there. So you're looking at a $3 profit. So you got to look at that and you got to say, okay, well, how many of those am I going to need to cover my costs, and then how many of those am I going to need to not just cover my costs but to pay myself. And that's really how you can sell on eBay as a business, alright, as a business model. And I hope that helps you out, right? I didn't want to go too technical, but I figured I'd share with you that example. And then the best last tip I'll leave you with here. If you're looking at this just to build a business on the internet, if that's what you're looking for, if you want to build a business online that's lucrative, that's flexible, the best tip I'll leave you with here, because my experience with this goes back over the last year, alright, is to actually find someone. Because going back a year ago, when I came across a person who wasn't selling on eBay as a business, but was building a business online, and doing so in a way that was very lucrative. And when I say lucrative, I mean without having to go out and buy hot products and then mark them up, without having to do wholesale and mark it up retail price, without having to create their own products or do any of that crazy stuff and deal with shipping and handling or processing fees. And because they didn't have that, their profits were much greater, and it was attractive to me because they were just working from their computer, from their laptop. Their business was in their laptop, literally, and without dealing with inventory or any of that crazy stuff, like I said, and it was attractive to me, so I started to model and copy what they were doing, and in a period of a couple weeks was able to in turn create a full-time income business from scratch, working very part-time, very strategically. And what I've done, it did require work, I did have to learn some things, but if you get anything out of that, alright, if you want to build a business on the internet, if that's really what you're looking for in a way that's lucrative, where you're not glued to the computer all day, where you're not going through big learning curves all the time, alright, best thing that you could do is connect with someone. It wasn't until I connected with someone who was online making a high multiple six-figure income going back over a year ago that I was really able to have that breakthrough. And I would encourage you to team up with someone who's willing to team up with you, willing to walk you through those steps, who can help you build a business and have a life at the same time on the internet. Alright, so that's my tip, that's my overview, because when you know what you're doing with the right help and guidance, you can make an internet business very lucrative and flexible to where you don't have to be a slave to it, where you don't have to do some of the stupid things a lot of people do that's just really frustrating and overwhelming. So I hope this really helps you out. I look forward to seeing you on the next one, and also make sure, if you really do want to learn the skills in more detail, how to build a business online, have a life at the same time. If you want to learn the same way I've been able to create a full-time income business working part-time on the internet, check out my site. Make sure you check it out. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link in the description below, and I appreciate you for your time. I'll see you on the next one, and most importantly, on the beaches of the world. Take care.